Good. Appropriate time of the day to you, friends and enemies. I am Richard, and this is LMTDTMFFR, or, say it with me now, Limited Time Offer, no vowels. And boy, is it still hot over here in this country that I live in, that is called Great Britain, or the United Kingdom, or England. At least one of those is right, possibly even two. Limited time guide, no walkthrough. Well, I mean, I try desperately not to need a walkthrough, but occasionally there are puzzles. Like simple things. Like missing a button on the computer that I think turns it on and off. When in fact, it does not do that. Still. How are you all? Are you all okay? I hope so. Hope you've had a good, whatever time interval it has been between the last time you have heard my voice and this time. Yes? I'm going to assume you all said yes there. That you had a good time between there. Excellent. But you didn't hear me to... You didn't hear me. You didn't come here to hear me babble on. Yes, smoothest segue you've ever heard. You came here to see me play Technobabylon. Woo! Segue! There we are. So, let us get straight on with this point-and-click adventure and see if we can do more than one chapter. Right, and this is 24 years ago in the past, and we are playing as the murdered wife of our... I was going to say of Maria, but that's not his name. His name is Charlie. And we are Vicky. Let's look at Charlie to start this off and see if we get some sort of lovey-dovey thing. Charlie looks uncomfortable. You can't blame him. It's not the kind of lab environment he's used to. Nobody's threatening his life. There's Dr. Baxter. Dr. Baxter is apparently a workaholic, having gotten underway with the project even before having been briefed. Interesting. Dr. Chigwa. Dr. Xiong and Chigwa are in the midst of a fast-paced discussion with their completely different fields. I reckon it's likely to do with something outside of work. You gonna say the same stuff? Yeah. Got anything else we can look at? Microscope. An optical microscope. Might not be a cutting edge, but sometimes it's just the right tool for the job. Alright. That was just you again. And what are we carrying? We're carrying nothing. Oh. I mean, this is pre-Central, if I remember correctly. Okay, let's go over and talk to Charlie to begin with.
Hello, Charlie.
Oh, big old hug.
What was that for?
I'm not sure. I was just worried you weren't going to come.
Don't be silly. Of course I was gonna be here.
I know. I was just afraid.
Hey, there's no need to be afraid of anything here. Unlike your last job, there's no firing squad for motivation. I'm sorry, I didn't mean...
It's hard to believe all that's behind me. Not only do I have you to thank for getting me out of there, but getting me into this role as well.
All I did was mention you to Dr. Vargas. He knew what he needed and you fit the bill. Obviously, he knows talent when he sees it.
Hopefully he likes my work. He can't exactly go to the Texan warlords for a reference.
Well, that's a good sign. Now you're the one making jokes about it.
Texan warlords. Alright, okay. Interesting. I didn't know they were that fractured.
This is impressive equipment they've got. I wonder what we're all here for. This is impressive. I wonder what we're...
I don't know. Let's go and interrupt the argument before we talk to Dr. Baxter.
You must be the famous Dr. Pereira I've been hearing so much about.
Famous?
The way Dr. Vargas has been going on, you must have been his star pupil.
I'm just Vicky Pereira.
You're right. I'm Victor Pereira. Vicky. Dr. Vargas mentioned me?
Wouldn't shut up about you. Like you were Watson, Crick, and Einstein rolled into one.
Or more like Oppenheimer, perhaps.
Hey, what we did before isn't the key point. It's what we can do with the skills we've brought with us.
All right then, what's your field?
Organic computing, mostly. I studied under Dr. Vargas.
Ah, we've probably got some overlap then.
Really? What is your field then, Jiong?
You look familiar, Dr.
Nina Jong, pleased to meet you. AI and synthetic awareness
Sure.
studies.
Right.
I remember. Dr. Vargas was a big fan of your work.
He's assembling his dream team. That's what you get with an absurdly huge grant. Not that I'm complaining.
Well, I mean, you already knew who they were, right? That was just a social nicety rather than, hello, I know you from books and magazines. It's, oh, please introduce yourself. Because otherwise, how would you have known who they were when I right-clicked on them?
And you are?
Dr. Zvidzai Chigwa. My friends call me Gwen. I was brought in from Bulawayo.
What was your field?
Embryonic baseline engineering.
She's a real artist, building new animals from scratch.
Angiosperms, mostly. Still not sure why I'm here. You got any idea what's going on?
I mean, you all seem to be in the field of growing things, so you're growing the new life form of some description, right? And the new life form is central, right? That's what we're doing?
Come on, you're the only one of us who's met Vargas in person. Do you have any idea what's going on?
I couldn't help you, I'm afraid.
Aw, you're killing us.
You expect us to believe he didn't tell his star pupil.
Well, I might know. But I know how theatrical he can be. It'd mean a lot to him to be the one to reveal it.
Whatever it is, this is some impressive hardware they've got. That and the secrecy says government work to me.
I'll leave you to it.
Alright, well now we've done all of those, there's only one thing left to do. Look at the microscope.
It's empty. I guess that's not surprising. The project hasn't started yet.
Well, there could have been a secret message inside, though. Alright, Dr. Baxter, let us talk to you. Hello.
Hi there. I'm Dr. Pereira.
Yes.
I, thought I might get to know who I'm going to be working with.
Oh, right. Certainly. Adam Baxter.
You enjoying the, MRI scanner?
Ah, yes. Forgive me. It's just been some time since my last lab work. After the accident, no institution would take me. I feel as though I may wake up and have this dream of an assignment taken from me.
Don't worry. Dr. Vargas is an excellent judge of talent. I can guarantee that this isn't merely out of pity.
This is something of a last chance for me. We must succeed.
Alright, and here is Vargas.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Theatrics.
As you look around, you will see some of the finest scientific minds of this generation. These
And
minds
you.
have at their disposal the most cutting-edge tools available to humankind. Newton has decided, like an increasing number of cities, to invest in AI management. But they want no mere computer to run traffic patterns and coordinate electricity grids. They have asked me for something infinitely more advanced. They have asked me for the future. I have selected you for this venture because I believe that together we can make this future. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Central Project.
Oh,
This is
now,
the place Jinsel said to meet up at.
back
What
in
a
the,
dump. The city just
future.
gets worse and worse every time I leave the trance.
or the present, which is our future, and is still the future from that past date that we were looking at. I'm not really sure why that little area was... Hello, person. I'm not really sure why that little thing wasn't just a cutscene. Alright, well,
Ads
let's
for
look at this
everything
side.
from sleazy bars to sex to cosmetics. Nothing I'd want, though. I feel like the whole neighborhood was designed to alienate me.
Maybe it
I
was.
can't reach it from here.
You need to have interaction to be a computer game. Yeah, I know, but there's some things where you don't need interaction. Where it detracts from the story. This expensive-looking car seems out of place in a neighborhood like this. It must be well protected if someone felt like they could leave it on display. Like most cars you've ever seen outside of the Trance, it appears to be an auto drive. Barely anyone bothers with manual controls anymore. Good riddance, in your opinion. Are you going to bring down Central?
Warning, warning. You are too close to the vehicle. Please step away from the vehicle. This message has been a product of Sentinel security systems.
Ooh, well, let's do it again.
Warning, warning. You are too close to the vehicle. Please step away from the vehicle. This message has been a product of Sentinel security systems.
Alright, well, let's step away from it then. Trance Den.
An underground trance den. People come here if they can't get online at home. Kinda thought it'd look slicker. Guess they're playing up the whole underground thing.
I was going to say,
Or
yeah, why would it
maybe
be
it's just
underground?
as grimy as everywhere else in this part of town.
Is going online to, or going into the trance, is not illegal, right? Right, there's the wetware. We've got an injector. What's the injector? Oh, right. That is what we injected the catatonic person in the cell with. Okay, cool. Because I was just wondering, because we had an injector as Max as well, and I wondered if they'd fluffed the inventories. And there's the trance. Oh, I can go into the trance. But there's nothing around here. Oh, let's look at news. Evacuation drill at transit station. Ah. Commuters on the Red Line last night were surprised by an evacuation deal. An evacuation drill that took place just after midnight at the Vowels transit station. A CEL program has confirmed that the evacuation was part of a planned emergency response simulation, that customers were in no danger. CEL is required to ensure the preparedness of its agents and city infrastructure in case of emergency, the program stated. There's a limit to what we can be anticipated through simulation, especially when it comes to realistic crowd response. As such, we are required to run tests like this periodically in active stations. CEL and Central are impressed at the professional attitude taken by the public and thank them for their cooperation. Travelers have complained that the sudden evacuation delayed their journey. Their services were able to be routed around Barber's Gate, causing only minimal delays to the service, and those not stopping at the station. Yeah, it's a nuisance, said one bystander, but at least it's good to see CEL doing their jobs. The incident was also described as a rush by another. If your journey has been affected by the drill, please contact Central for compensation. Looks like the same stuff. Currently dry with light outbreaks of rain. Expected later this evening. I don't know that we can get much later in the evening. It is night. Oh, here we go. Russia beats Canada 4-2 and maintains record 6-game streak in hockey. Russia beat Canada at hockey? My word, this is the future. Let's check our mailbox. Chancel. 871 Surrey Street, Northwest Transport, no public transport. Oh, Northwest 10th even. Wow, I am not reading well. No public transport, no trance connections before our meeting. I don't know, is going into your own trance violating that rule? Well, rules were made to be broken anyway. And guy who knows. Hey there, Miss Mandala. Just wanted to say thanks for the assist at CEL. I'll probably be off some hand factory by now without that epi. Sink you later. Nope, nothing. Okay. Oh, okay. Cannot compose a new mail? Looks like we'll trance off. Then, I guess we want to talk to the bouncer and do something. The venue's enormous bouncer glares at you with what you believe to be lofty contempt. Though you've never been good at reading human expressions.
Hey, no entry.
I was coming to talk to you. Hey, what's up with your arm? Somebody grey goo it?
What's with your arm? It's all metal.
Lost it in the war. One of the wars. On biochem duty. Turned out that because of the shots they gave me, they couldn't just grow me a new one. Same reason I can't get wired either. Allergic to the stuff.
But you run a trance den.
Ain't that just the definition of irony? The arm's great, but the eyes they gave me ain't worth shit.
Oh, so you can't see. So if I disguised myself in some manner. Also, you're a bouncer. Do you run the Trance Den? I mean, there's no reason that a management or an owner can't also do bouncing. But seems an interesting thing to assume. Alright, so why can't I go in?
Excuse me, I'm trying to get into the trance den.
And I'm stopping you.
Yeah, why?
What? Why?
Maybe I don't like the look of you. Maybe we're full. Either way, shove off.
Oh, why can't I go in, please?
Come on, there must be something I can do to get in. What do I need to do?
Ha, we get that a lot. Some thrall drags themselves up here, says they'll do anything. Shows how desperate you people are.
That's not why I need to get in. I mean, it's true, but it's not why I need to get in this time.
Can I pay to get in?
I don't know. Can you pay to get in? Exactly. You wouldn't be dressed up in Sconto blue overalls if you could. You ain't even got shoes.
I've got skills.
Maybe I could do something for you?
I like 'em skinny, but you look like you'd break a bone if someone looked at you too hard.
That's not
You wouldn't
what I was
believe
getting
how
at.
many greasy thralls try to get in that way, though.
What? No! Ew! No! I meant hacking!
City utilities did cut the water again.
I thought it was going to be something like stopping the car from going off every 5 seconds. Alright, so what is this place? Tell me?
This place looks like a dump.
You're one to talk, girl. Bet yours is worse.
So, what happens here?
It's a trance den. People come here to hook up.
I always do it at home. Did do it at home.
People can't always do it there, though. Maybe their partner don't want them doing it no more. Maybe there's some thrall who promised their probation officer they'd stay clean.
So you're selling privacy.
Bingo. It don't need to be pretty. Once you're in the machine, you don't care about how it looks.
True. Alright, where's the street terminal?
There's supposed to be a public terminal on the corner over there. I guess because of all the wires running from where it used to be into the cellar.
You reckon I know something about it? You think maybe I stole the terminal, and I'm now using it to run a pirated trance environment for profit?
Maybe?
Huh, you're pretty sharp.
Alright, but you can't trance, so tell me about
So,
this.
you're not wired? You can't connect?
Nope. Been allergic to neural wiring since the war.
This seems like a strange thing to be doing then, running a trance den. You can't even experience the world you've built for these people.
Means I can't get addicted to it either. Best kind of insurance.
Yeah? Alright, what... I mean, I don't know what antenna you're talking about, but
What's with the antenna? The one under the neon lights.
Not everyone here is a local. Some people ain't lucky enough to live in a city like Newton.
Oh, that's what that...
International connections?
Exactly. People in Newton can join this hub through the net. Some states, they monitor the usual net connections, so they bounce the connection in via satellite.
What are other countries monitoring for?
Greater Han likes to control the news and history. Concord is looking for anti-corporate opinion. Eurofed has strict definitions about what counts as acceptable entertainment.
That's barbaric.
Defeats the point of the net, doesn't it? But thanks to Pirate Net, they can never stop the signal.
Can't stop the signal. That's the antenna there. Alright. Please let me in. Please. Pretty please. With the cherry on top.
Come on, man. I need to get back in the trance. It's important.
That didn't work for the half-dozen other thralls who tried it today. It sure ain't gonna work for you.
I'm not a trance. I'm not a thrall, even. Or at least, I'm not... That's not why I need to get on right now.
What happened to the water?
Bills weren't being paid. I needed all my quanta to pay off the bookies after Pakistan lost last month's game.
Gambling debts?
Hey, like you're in a position to judge anyone. Thrall. Anyway, Central
judge you.
Utilities shut down the water. Now we can't grow any more wetware.
I can judge you. It might be slightly hypocritical of me to do so, but I can still do it.
What do you want me to do about the water supply? I'm a hacker, not a plumber.
The flow's controlled by a terminal in the sewer. I want you to breach it and get my water back.
Okay. Can't you hack the water yourself, even though you've told me repeatedly that you can't access the trance?
Why don't you hack the water yourself? You haven't got my skills?
You think a lot of yourself, don't you? I ain't wired. Can't breach systems like that on the go.
Ah, that makes sense.
Also means I got deniability if they just catch some thrall messing around with it. No, officer. I didn't have nothing to do with it.
No, officer. I am not recorded. They recorded our conversation, officer? And heard me making the offer to, if they hacked it, to let them in? Why, officer, I am surprised. Because I didn't think the thrall was that clever.
What was it you wanted me to do again?
Will that trancing fry your memory? Find the city utilities terminal in the sewer and get my water running again.
Oh yeah, I remember.
So I need to
moving.
move the car so that I can get to a
Alright,
grate
I'm
underneath,
going.
maybe? Alright, well that's where the terminal is that I cannot use. That's the antenna. I can't talk to you, but hey.
What's this aerial for?
Visitors from out of town.
Users connecting from other countries to the
Look,
Trance
we know
Den's
this already.
network?
Newton's a bit funny about who gets to log on sometimes.
So you figured you'd give them a hand by connecting them from abroad?
Exactly. Foreigners pay better.
But doesn't that defeat the object? I mean, presumably people know when they've left the country, right? The government would know when somebody had left the country. And then they access the trance through their country's trance. Alright, okay, well, whatever. Let us try it using wetware on the antenna.
Wetware won't form a connection with it.
Oh. What about the car? Now we'll have to hack you. And move you. Oh, right, okay. Break off. Drive 1. I guess I don't feel guilty for doing that. It's going to need a little work done. So now I can go into the manhole.
These manholes are the way into the city sewer and utility tunnels.
Wow, I am stronger than I look if I can lift that. Oh. Alright. Panel bears a 2-barred emblem of centralized government. Beneath this, a warning to unauthorized users, or those not from the utilities office. Can I remove it?
It's old and rusty, but still locked.
Oh. Well then, do I pick it with the injector?
I can't inject that.
Oh. Oh, that's a grate.
I'm not strong enough to open it with my bare hands.
You lifted a manhole
A
cover.
steel grate, as rusted as everything else down here. Looks like it covers the access to another shaft.
Alright.
The wetware won't form a connection with it.
Okay. No, I guess it wouldn't make a connection with the rusty covering. Alright, no, we got nothing here though. I was hoping there were some sort of programs in the local vicinity. Can I search the car for something?
A car repair tool?
There we go.
Probably what they claim it's for, at least.
A crowbar. That is kind of what I was looking for. So now, I guess I can use...
A sturdy metal tool I liberated from the wreck of that car. In this kind of neighborhood, it might not actually have been for repairs.
Yeah, but don't, feel all happy about it. Alright, so now I can get into the power, but I don't think that's what I needed to be into. Unless there are multiple routes into this. Invalid user. Warning, unauthorized use of the City of Newton Utilities Terminal carries a penalty of fine, imprisonment, or reconditioning. There we go, now we are in.
Too easy.
Oh, I don't know what number you are. It's the hazard list. Notification of centralized utilities. A number of toxic, destructive, and otherwise hazardous substances have been detected in the city's water supply. The quantities measured are unacceptable. Please download the latest priorities list and calibrate your equipment appropriately. Download hazardous subject index. Alright. Can I look at it? No. I assume these are the addresses. I mean, I could just turn everything on. But let's talk to you. Hey, I need to know what address this is.
Hey, no entry.
I'm talking. Oh my god, man. I want to talk to you. Alright, you haven't got
hanging
anything new.
Alright, I'm going.
Oh, hang on. I got the email that told me I'm going to have to trance on. $871. Alright. Having already reached. Okay. So. Do I just touch it? Yeah, okay. 871. Water supply re-enabled. There we go. Turn on your water. It's probably lethal, but you know.
Can I go in?
You got the water going again, so yeah, we got all we need for more wetware. Quit hanging around.
Alright, I'm going.
Don't let me in. Now that I can't go in. Let's look in here. Oh. Okay, so there were just alternate methods in? Okay, cool. I guess. Having more than one way in. I don't know how that will affect the story, but hey.
Looks like he's made himself comfortable. She looks so starved and ragged. It's people like her that give trancers a bad rep.
Aren't you kind of starved and ragged? There are 3 ways in. Okay, so vent. Start the water. If you're allergic to it, use the wetware on the guy? Huh. I don't know what the third way would be.
One of the trancers is spread out on the foam mat on the floor, underneath all the rusty water pipes.
Oh, if we turned on all the water, would it have woken you up or something? Let's rumble and shake, build up pressure. Pipes across the ceiling, usefully labelled for maintenance. These are apparently tasked to carry water. Oh, I wanted to know what that poster was. Alright, I guess I trance on. Apparently you can also turn the power off instead of... Oh yes, you could have done that. That is true.
I can't reach any of its control surfaces. There's a centimeter-thick layer of other people's wetware covering its surface. The wetware won't form a connection with it. I can't reach any of its control surfaces. There's a centimeter-thick layer of other people's wetware covering its surface. I can't reach...
Okay, well we've still got the injector. Can we either inject some of the wetware? No? Okay. Then let's try siphoning off some of the wetware.
I can't reach any of its control surface. I can't inject...
Right, I wanted you to siphon it off. Okay, I guess you could...
I can't just stick him with an empty injector.
I mean, you can.
I might
It would
give
kill
him
him.
an embolism.
Exactly. I mean, I'm just trying to get online, man. Don't you know?
The city's list of current hazardous chemicals to watch out for in the water supply. It's got chemical markers, formulas, and breakdowns for programming scanning tools with what they're looking for.
That's it. Safe levels 5 pp, identified 11 pp, source factory discharge. Sulfuric acid, error threshold tiny, 1 microgram per cubic meter, source acid rain. Estrogen, safe level 11 ppb, parts per billion, I believe. Identified 28.8 parts per billion, sources plastic disposal. Wait, estrogen? Maybe I misread that then. Benzene, safe level 5 ppb, identified 11, source factory discharge, sulfuric acid, over threshold of 1 microgram per cubic meter, acid rain. Oh, we'll get just going round. Round and round and round. Alright. What if I just trance here? Have I got something new now that I have the... There we go. I can't use it on anything though. Alright. I guess... Oh, trance off. I mean, I can't... I guess I could crowbar these water pipes. This means... I mean, there's only 3 people here.
Oh, ew.
You're not gonna wake up. Alright, can I use this?
It's not compatible.
No, I didn't think so. What is it? Can I get water with the
I
injector?
can't inject that.
I don't want to inject the user.
I
want
stick
to...
him with an empty injector.
Right, that's not what I was
I might
attempting
give him
to do.
an embolism.
Alright, do I go upstairs and tell him there's a water leak? I mean, if I had snuck my way in there, that would not be the way to do this. I can tell you.
Can I go in?
You got the water going again, so yeah, we got all we need for more wetware. Quit hanging around.
Alright, I'm going.
Am I meant to try and get all of them out of here? Here's the sofa.
This is a lot of quanta for someone to lose in the sofa.
Oh, I got a credit chip.
A plastic credit chip, for those times you need to buy something without using the net. I can sense in my wetware that it has a couple hundred quanta still loaded.
Woo! Alright, couple hundred. Well, that's interesting. Can I use the crowbar to pry off some wetware? I can, alright. I should have just done that in the first place. Oh well. Now you're wet, for some reason. Sorry, guy. Oh. I wanted to wetware on, sorry, not just trance. Ignore me. Connection formed. Which means now. Oh my god, what is this? Gandalf. Missing Nugget. Spark Wings. New user 1. And we can go into games. Alright. Hey there, Gandalf.
Hi there.
What?
Dancers?
What's with the dancers?
I know. They're awful people. They come up here from the bars, spilling vodka all over the sim. Dirty, dirty people.
What's the line for?
If you must know, I'm waiting for a slot to open up in the games. I'm first, though. You hear me?
Sure.
There are social conventions that must be followed.
Are the games any good?
Would I be waiting here if they weren't?
Possibly, yeah. So, what are you waiting for again?
What are you here for?
What? Something wrong with your Gibson? It's the games. I'm here for the games. Front of the line. Front of the line.
You're front of the line. I see.
And
No,
don't you forget it.
I'll go to the
That
front
next
of the
slot
line.
is
Thanks
mine.
for letting me go to the front of the line.
What's up?
If you must know, I'm partaking in the digital experience. Apparently, more vivaciously than you.
How do you figure? You're just standing, floating there.
Hey, shut up!
So, why are you ahead?
You're ahead.
Very astute. And you're behind.
No, I mean, you're just a floating head. Why are you just a floating head?
Because unlike some people, I'm choosing to take the trance to its full potential. We can look like whatever we want. But some people just look like people. Ooh, human body, 2 legs, 2 arms. How original.
I like having legs.
Yeah, it's so limited though. Realists like you have no imagination.
Hey, what are you calling a realist?
Well, for a start, I don't look like myself. Secondly, just because I have legs doesn't mean I'm limited to the convention of what legs can do. Third, you're ahead. You could have picked anything at all, and you picked essentially you, because you are a brain, and that is housed in the head. So you picked the thing that most identifies you, unless you are a houseplant or some such trance again. But hey, so you come here often? I'm not hitting on you. Well, maybe I am. I don't know.
Is this one of your usual trance spots?
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
it's acceptable
slightly different.
most of the time. Mostly because I'm not being bothered by inane questions from plebes.
It looked a little dirty outside to me.
Yeah, I know, it's disgusting.
That a problem?
Now, I got my usual spot to crash under the pipes.
Oh, that's
It's
you.
the
You're getting.
cleanest place in the
You're
day.
getting very, very wet. Can I skip
Can I
ahead?
get cuts?
What? Are you crazy? No, you cannot go ahead of me. I was here first. That is not how lines work.
Alright.
Jen.
Well,
Fine,
I will
fine.
talk to you about the pipes in a minute. First of all, I want to see if these guys are
Hi there.
doing anything fun.
Hi there.
No, you're just dancing. Pit. Communal chill-out area lies inert on the floor. In keeping with the club theme this sim has, it looks like they've got a bar going on. I do not think his name is Danny Boy.
Hi there.
No?
Hi there. Looks like they're having fun. Looks like they're having fun.
Alright, okay. Well, I guess I tell you about the pipes then.
Hey,
What do you want?
much as I hate to bring up meat space stuff,
Spit it out.
actually, that's what you might need to do. The sewage pipe over your head's burst.
What? How'd something like that happen?
No idea.
had no idea.
Nuke it. Nuke it. I will not be giving this server any positive feedback on my blog.
Woo! How come I come up through the floor in an awesome display of amazingness, and you just float off into the ether? Grab all or get nuked? Oh. I've got credits. Neither, for right now. I'm not sure where I'm going. Oh.
The chips made a connection to my wetware systems that allow it to be used in the trance.
Alright, okay. So, I'm not sure where I'm going. No trance connection before our meeting. Have I fucked up? What happens if I trance out? Okay. Guys moved on. Alright. I guess I just go back into the trance and look at the games then. Get nuked or gravel. Connect to gravel.sim. Connect to nuke.sim. Alright. If this says 4 out of 5, did somebody leave as soon as I made the other person leave? Alright. No, this is
nice
Pong.
game, loser. Hey, how about best 16 out of 30? Ha ha.
Jerk.
Hello, El Mustado. Domino. The player's taking a break from the never-ending chain of defeats. Running over this simulation, the game's unbeaten champ eagerly awaits his next challenger.
Hi there.
Yo.
What's the matter?
Something tells me you're not very cheerful.
Huh. That obvious?
It's just that, well, it's a game. Isn't it enjoyable?
Less so when that asshole's on a winning streak, that's for sure.
Sometimes it's not about you winning. In the trance, go down into the pit behind you. Oh, alright, okay, thank you. Alright, well, I'm gonna find out what's going on in this one
At the
anyway.
moment, 15 games to 0.
Nuke me.
It's true. That guy has split-second reflexes. But the way he acts, I've got to see him beaten.
Is that guy cheating?
Well, he hasn't hacked the server. Maybe he just spends most of his spare time practicing.
Damn those people. They are just cheats,
What's
aren't
going
they?
on in this sim?
It's called Gravball. I guess you could say it's a competitive reflex test. Each player has to hit the ball back at their opponent until one misses.
Oh yeah, I remember. This game's 100 years old.
Except it's first person. The ball has no gravity and keeps getting faster. You game much?
Not really. I'm more of a creative solitary sort.
Nobody on the friends list?
Hey, No, Benny.
Yeah. Ow.
Who's the guy in the court?
The Zift out there is Domino. He's the reigning champ.
You don't like him?
Wouldn't be so bad if it was just him winning. Problem is, he's such an ass about it. Even when he's not talking, he just radiates it.
Alright, any tips?
Got any more helpful tips?
What, aside from you can't win against this guy? Make sure you don't start your swing too late. Start your swing before the ball's reached your platform.
So if I'm having trouble hitting it,
Try swinging earlier.
I'll give it a shot.
Thanks. Alright.
Thanks.
No
I
problem.
might give Domino a game here
Hi
before we
there.
go do that.
What's up?
Who are you?
So, you're Domino?
The one and only. No doubt you've seen my live feed. I guess you've come to get a glimpse of your sporting idol in action.
Not really. Just that your username's visible.
Huh. Better introduce myself. I'm Domino. I'm the Den's reigning king of sport.
Jackass.
There's 5 people in here.
What are you guys playing down here?
It's a test of reflexes and coordination.
It looks kind of like tennis.
As if tennis is to this as chess is to the real-time battlefield command sim.
But you still have to hit a ball back and forth.
If you want to be all reductionist, in that case, the trance is merely computing in your brain.
I don't get the appeal of this game. And then I'm gonna beat you, first time out of the gate.
I still don't get the appeal of it. It's like hundreds of years old.
It becomes more refined every technological generation. A true test of one's mental and reflexive balance.
Still, not my thing. I like to make things, to explore.
You're free to do that, I guess. Just one less thrall I need to beat on repeat.
Alright, okay. Let's explore beating your ass.
Let's go.
Bring it on.
Alright, where's my cursor?
Damn.
What?
Damn.
Alright. I'm gonna get absolutely... Nope.
Damn.
I am not hitting in the right
Another
place
win
or another
for Team
thing.
Awesome.
Oh well. I give up.
I've got better things to do.
You'll be back.
Yeah, I will when I figure out the controls. Until that point. Alright, let's just see what nuke it is as well. Or get nuked. Ooh.
Hey there.
Hey, you got here just in time!
For what?
The end of the world, baby!
Oh.
Here we go!
Get nuked.
What a rush, huh?
What just happened? What is this sim?
Get nuked, man.
Excuse me?
Oh, sorry. That's the name of the sim.
Get nuked? That's a bit...
A bit on the nose, but it does what it says on the wrapper. That's what people come here to do. Get nuked.
I think I've had enough explosions for 1 week.
I don't quite understand how this is a game.
I'm Mandala.
Fearless Phil. Him over there is Vomitor. I help Leon out by running his nuke server for him.
Are you in the cellar? The den?
Oof. Meat space questions. We've only just met. I'm running an open line from home. My mom doesn't like it when I go to... I mean, I've got my own specialized setup at my place.
That's
You sure?
quite an outfit you've got.
You like it? Classic post-nuke apocalypse chic.
You know, there are places in the world that have really suffered nuclear attacks. I don't think anyone dresses like that there.
My style comes from the oldies. It's post-retro. Like, from before there were any of the big atomic conflicts.
So, movies and games rather than actual nuclear catastrophes?
Exactly. The real survivors are so downbeat, aren't they? They take all the fun out of atomic warfare.
So, what's it
So,
about?
what's it about?
The whole history of atomic warfare, baby. If you can think of a time where they've dropped the bomb, this sim gives you the chance to experience it.
Wow, I've seen people make some pretty weird stuff in the trance. I guess I'm not in a position to judge.
Darn straight. Besides, it's not just historical interest, it's for fun. With online map data, you can set it to nuke anywhere in the world.
I mean, yeah, is it a game? It doesn't seem like a game.
So, what's the aim? Can someone win?
It's not a game, it's a simulation. Though sometimes we try to choose scenarios and see who can get the higher body count.
Huh.
I'm winning at the moment. Sarbamba, New Delhi, 2027.
I thought you just said it wasn't a game.
Not all the time.
Okay, how do you change the
Is there
settings?
any way to
That
change
metal
the
panel?
settings?
Singapore's the only map we've got in this version. Only thing you could do is tweak the bomb, really. And the user mortality setup, too.
Okay, how?
Is there any way to change the settings?
Singapore's the only thing, and the...
Right, so we can change it so that you die.
So, where are we? The beach?
Siege of Singapore, 12 years ago. Smack bang in the middle of the Timuhani War.
Huh?
The most deadly atomic conflict in history, babe. China, Pakistan, and India... You're not from around there, are you?
Why do you say that?
Well, you kind of look...
I could be a bald man in my 50s for all you know.
Just thought I'd check. Don't bite my head off. You might have lost family in it.
I have no idea where I'm from. Refugee raised in Newton.
Oh yeah, we nuked them last week as well.
You got a favorite place?
What are your favorites?
My top 5, Castle Bravo, Hiroshima, Singapore, New Delhi, and Vegas. Some Zift came in earlier, wanted Nagasaki. Would you believe? I'm all like, they already did Japan 3 days earlier. Get some originality, man.
Can we have a go at flattening Newton? I'm in the mood to take it out on the city.
Sorry, babe. The server's only running the shareware version. I'm afraid Singapore's all we get.
Why are you here then? You sound like an enthusiast.
Yeah, but Leon, the guy who runs this place, he lets me admin it. I'm in charge of all things atomic in this server.
Alright. Well,
Sink you later.
Catch you in the afterglow.
yeah, that's... Alright, hey, Vomitor. The participant stares transfixedly at the ruins of the city on the horizon, as though hypnotized by the assault on the senses that is atomic war. Can I talk to you, or are you...
Hi there. I wonder if he's ignoring me, or whether he just doesn't know I'm here. Trance does funny things to people's perception sometimes.
Yep. Apparently, post-apocalyptic biker was this guy's style of choice. You are made uncomfortable by the way he leers at you when he thinks you're not looking. Alright. That ain't good.
I can't pull it off by hand. I'm going to need a way through if I want to find out what's underneath.
Can we use...
It's not compatible.
I just wondered if we could use the idea of some of those substances on there. Alright. Let's go down into the pit behind us. I mean, it'd be nice if we saw somebody in the pit behind us. That would be great. Oh, hey. Barman. Captain Cheese. 1969. And Jinsel. Presumably Jinsel's the one we want, so let's start by not talking to anyone. This one isn't a user. Apparently the terminal has a virtual bartender copied from the drinks machine. Served simulating beverages. Hi there.
Howdy there, miss. What can I get you?
Where'd you get your
I used to
recipes
have an
from?
auto meal kind of like you. She got her recipes off a memory card. What about you?
I got all the usuals built in already, plus a few extras, this being the trance and all.
How do you mean?
People can be a little more adventurous about what they choose in here.
I guess the law, or even physics, doesn't really matter here.
As long as I got the formula, I can fix it up for you.
Slug squash. Ooh. Wow. Black iced tea.
A black iced tea. Do I have to hack it before I can drink it?
Lady, with drinks like these, they're the ones hacking you.
Alright, okay.
Don't you charge for drinks?
It's ladies' night. Come to think of it, I have never been told when it wasn't ladies' night.
Guess the management really wants more ladies in here.
Alright. And let's ask the offensive
What are
question.
you supposed to be? Victorian?
I'm the bartender, Missy. Wouldn't be much of a club without one.
Real or?
Nah, I'm part of the program. They got me out of a broken down machine in a dive bar in southeast Newton.
Alright, okay. What do you
like
think?
it here?
Better than the last job. There's more space in here, that's for sure. And trance users have more interesting orders than beer, beer, and beer.
Did you ever want
Before
to do
yesterday, I hadn't really spoken much with AIs. Do you ever get the urge to do more?
How do y'all mean?
Well, I mean, you're stuck in here. Or in a drinks machine. Ever wanted to get out, see the rest of the trance?
Missy, I sell drinks. Unlike you, I have a defined raison d'etre. If I weren't doing that, well, I just wouldn't feel right.
Ciao.
I don't know if that is good or not, but hey, I'm going to offer you this substance index.
What can you make of these?
Well, they got the formulas in here. You sure got some interesting tasting drinks, Missy.
Yeah. So now I can... Oh, that
A
is...
black iced tea. Outside of the trance, these drinks fight back if you're wired.
Alright, let's drink it. No? Stop. Don't run away. I was trying to drink the drink.
A black iced tea.
No. Yeah, but I can't use it with myself either. Oh well. Hey, Captain Cheese.
She looks worried. Like she's forgotten something.
Have you forgotten how to lock out? You look worried. You okay?
Something bothering you?
Not obvious, huh?
I can see it right through the trance. What's up?
Well, I gotta come out to these dens to trance, right? Except the last couple of times, it's not gone so well.
Wiring problems?
Worse, someone keeps going through my pockets while I'm under. I disconnect and find someone's gone with all my quanta.
Jeez, sorry to hear. Poverty's my answer to that problem.
This time I'm hiding it. They won't find any money on me.
I mean... I've got your money. What's your avatar?
Interesting avatar you've got there.
Thanks. Apparently I'm an idealist.
So it's based around your perfect self-image?
Exactly. Screw months of diet and exercise.
Or millions of quanta of surgery and nanoplasty.
You're one as well?
I never really thought about it that way. I just thought this looked cool. What do you think of the walking can opener outside the den?
Leon, he's alright. He fought in Singapore. Doesn't like to talk about it though.
Don't you think it's odd, someone without wiring running a trance den?
It's good for security, I guess. Means he's always on guard.
You're still worried though.
Yeah, thieves are tricky.
What's with those guys hogging the dance floor?
From what I can tell, they're celebrating. They've got a cycle of drinking down here and partying up there.
Any idea what's got them in such a good mood?
I don't know. Some sport thing? Big win, apparently. I haven't really paid attention to that stuff since I started trancing.
I know the feeling.
No.
This your usual haunt?
First time here, actually. There's a place on Nyasa that I used to go to.
This is my first time here too. I stopped going to dens after I matriculated.
I can understand. Some people just prefer the freedom of the open web. But you get a different kind of atmosphere in these smaller
That was an
local
odd
servers.
stutter. How is
You
it?
like the server this den's got running?
It's alright. There's only so much you can do with a repurposed terminal, though.
No doubt legitimately acquired.
No doubt. Still, they've got a bar, a dance floor, and a bunch of games running. And I love the way you can just stare off the edge into forever.
Hey, I don't know how to tell you this.
What is it?
Well, I was just offline a second ago, you know, finding some food. Anyway, I saw this guy going through your stuff on the sofa.
Oh, Nuke, you found it? Damn. What do you look like?
Can't tell you he's dressed in Sconto Blue because I'm dressed in Sconto Blue. So... Oh!
An older guy, maybe in his 50s. Blue jacket, gray pants, crazy look in his eyes.
Jeez, you know the city's gone to hell when it's the old people doing this. They can't connect to the trance, so they take advantage of those who can.
It's so typical.
I better get after him. Thanks for your help.
Yeah.
Alright, so I am clearing out the bottom of the den so that people can enter here. I'm doing it inadvertently, but hey. Digital sits in the bar area, waiting your news. Despite the get-up, she looks no more conspicuous than anybody else would. environment like this.
Salam, Mandala. I trust you made it here without too much difficulty.
It was a bit of a challenge. You don't know how many things I had to
There's
do.
a whole lot of reasons I stay in the trance. I must have seen more of this city in the last few hours than I had in years.
Hopefully we can work together to resolve both of our troubles.
You said you knew more about the guy who tried to kill me. You and your Jilly, Holly...
Jahilia. In fact, there's been a breakthrough since we last spoke. Unfortunately, security is still an issue.
So, what do you need?
It's a public server in a den. I guess anyone could beam here, even other cell agents.
It is good to see you understand the value of privacy.
I don't need anyone else finding out where I am. What do you need?
Jahilia's hackers have managed to block any further connections to this server. You must now help us in clearing out any remaining users.
Already on that. Can't you do it? This one guy and
Why can't you do it? You've obviously got hackers. Get them on it.
Unfortunately, our teams have done all that they can in blocking the ports. Those remaining in the server must be persuaded to leave.
Can't you just tell me now? There can't be many people left.
We must be absolutely sure of our seclusion. Please, do this for us, and we may share all we've learned.
Fine, I'll get rid of them. Don't get used to having me around, though. Once this whole nuked up mess is sorted out, I am never leaving the trance again.
So, you sure you can't tell me anything
Come on,
right
it's
now?
not like anyone be listening in. I need to know what's going on.
I'm sorry, Mandala, I cannot. As long as there's any unsecured connection...
You mean all the other users?
Precisely. We cannot guarantee that the others are not being monitored. You are in enough danger as it is, and I cannot risk compromising you.
Okay, so we get rid of the other guy by beating him. And then I presume Domino's opponent, whose name I can't remember, leaves as well, but I don't know what we do about the dancers. Do they just leave once his face is beaten? And then we gotta get the admin out, which we do by destroying... We just nuke it and hope that he dies as well. So, tell
Did
me
you
about
know
this
where
out.
this sim was being hosted? It's a stolen street corner terminal in a dingy cellar.
A Trance Den, yes. We often use it as a meeting point. I have not been there personally, but my allies' reports have painted a vivid picture.
Yeah, it's a great place, if you're a rat or a giant cockroach.
Perhaps you can use this to your advantage? The conditions sound only a little way from intolerable. Those within the den may need only a little push to make it so.
You don't know how far thralls will go for a link.
So, where are you?
If you're not in the den, where are you?
And how are you
even
connected in?
My person is in a secure location. As to where that is, well, I'm afraid that's a secret.
Not even a clue?
All I shall say is that I'm meeting some old friends here for dinner.
Talk about multitasking.
Exactly. Hopefully you will excuse me if I seem a little distracted.
Nope. So why this server?
This server? It seems like a strange place to meet.
Jahilia uses many such venues.
Compared to the whole net, though, it's so small.
I think
Which
you're an
allows us
outside
to more
agent.
easily determine
I don't
if we are
think you're a
being
Newton
monitored.
at all.
Ah, cloak and dagger.
And after we have concluded our discussion, we shall crash the server. There shall be no evidence of us having been connected.
I don't know that crashing it after the effect is what should
If
happen.
you want everyone gone, why don't you just crash the server remotely? I could have done that if you wanted. It would get rid of everyone.
It would, but would also call attention to us. Our hackers have blocked incoming connections. Resetting the server would disable this.
Oh, then everyone would just reconnect again.
Precisely. We've removed as many as we can over the net. The remainder must physically leave the trance by themselves.
With a little incitement from me, you mean?
Alright.
Sims like this are weird. There's a whole net to explore, things to create and learn, but people want to come somewhere that's laid out like a dance club?
Sometimes you want the familiar.
Just seems like a waste.
Perhaps it lends familiarity to it. Unlike yourself, some may not be ready to lead a wholly intangible existence. They understand the trance and the artifacts of life they know.
And for a trance venue, it seems so small.
Tell me about yourself.
I know it's awful etiquette in the trance. I'm almost disgusted to hear me say it, but...
You want to know more about the real me?
Yeah, I mean, you probably can for secrecy and all.
You are correct. There's a reason we have our identities in here. Even you, Mandala. Let's just say that outside, I work to do good for the world. Jahilia's interests match my own in that respect.
I'm not certain I believe that, but hey.
Organization you work for?
With. Jahilia's membership is non-hierarchical.
Sounds like it'd be hard to get anything agreed on.
Sometimes the differing viewpoint of members leads to a standstill. The ethical integrity is a refreshing change from my RL work, though.
Wasn't Guy working for you?
In a manner of speaking, sometimes we need to subcontract our tasks. For those matters, we'll recruit experts. Guy was such.
Alright, tell me more about Guy.
Any word from Guy since I left Cell?
Guy was discharged from Cell shortly after their escape. He made contact with us and sends his thanks.
That's a relief.
He sent me his thanks via the email.
So, I know it's awful netiquette in the trance. I'm almost...
You wanna know?
Yeah.
You are correct. Let's just Jahilia's...
Alright, okay. I asked that. So I had to ask that twice to clear it off?
Who are these other people in here? Your pals?
Bystanders, members of the public. They come from all walks of life. Unfortunately, they cannot know what we are about to discuss.
And that's why you want me to remove them. It's not going to be easy.
Yes, it is. I've already done it, two of them, without even trying.
I'll get back to ruining everyone's evening.
Alright, hey you. I want to order toxic drinks.
Howdy there, miss. What can I get you?
I want sulfuric acid.
I'm feeling adventurous. Sulfuric acid, please.
So that I can burn off the steel plate.
Don't spill that now.
Ciao.
Right, I can only carry one drink at a time. Alright. Presumably I want one of the other drinks to increase my reflexes.
The acid's eaten right through the panel cover.
Wow, you're weird. Alright, God mode off. Okay, next, let's select it scenario. So we got simulating siege. Oh. There's a lot of different nukes. Let's try shareware. And I was delayed to load new scenario. Experience the thrill of 50 real life historical atomic wars, or just bomb your hometown, or the retail version of Get Nuked from your nearest sim dealer today. Alright, then Siege of Singapore. Here we go.
Here we go!
I want to escape out the exit so that, you know, I don't get nuked. Die. Can I not do that?
Ouch!
Yep. Get that.
Looks like he's made himself comfortable. Hey! Nope, nothing.
Alright, well what if I go back inside now? Yep. You're dead. Alright.
I hope they don't have full feedback switched on at their end.
Wow. Think you have an appreciation of the macabre. Going through the remains seems a little bit too far to go.
I hope they don't have full...
Yep, same deal. Alright. Return to the hub. Let's look at the news. Sport. It's got to be Russia. These guys are Russian, right? Oh, and that's the evacuation drill. Okay, that's fine. Not sure.
Hi there.
I mean, I would like to, like, tell you the news, but I can't do that way. Alright, let us try beating this guy once again, just to see. Alright? Let's go. Oh, I need to talk to you and say let's go.
Hi there.
What's up?
You're good at this
natural
game.
at this.
Either that, or everyone else is a bunch of nuked up losers.
You must have put a lot of practice into this.
Well, that's part of it. A bigger part is the cocktail.
Like, from the bar?
It's a mix of steroids and epi. It speeds my brain and reflexes way up.
Isn't that cheating?
Nah, not according to the rules it ain't. Only counts as cheating if you tamper with the programming.
Whereas you're just tampering with your brain instead?
Yep.
Alright, so how do I order that stuff?
I've got better things to do.
You'll be back. Chicks can't get enough of me.
Let me talk to you. Hey there, give me what he has.
Howdy there, miss. What can I get you?
Thank you for telling me I'm doing well. I don't... Oh.
I used to have... She got her recipes off of memory.
I got a plus.
People could... I guess.
As long...
Oh. I can't... Alright, let's order some
Benzene for me,
benzene.
please.
You'll find it has quite a unique kick. Let me know when y'all's eyesight comes back.
Oh, cool.
Ciao.
I've accidentally selected the one that kills eyesight. So, grapple. Here. I'm going to offer you a drink.
Getting chemicals into him might help sabotage his game. He wouldn't fall for it this way, though.
Alright.
Hi there.
What's up?
I need you to leave the server. I'm just going to ask you.
I need everyone to leave the server.
Yeah, right. Why would I quit on a winning streak like this?
A wager.
What would the sportsman in you say to a little bet?
Now you're talking.
If I can break your streak, you leave the server.
That sounds about even.
Don't you want something from me if I lose?
I don't need it. Every time I smash you, my streak gets bigger. That's all I need, since this loser stopped playing.
I mean,
Don't nuke yourself.
That is how things work. That is
I've got better things to
incremental
do.
You'll be
numbers,
back.
yes.
Chicks can't get enough of me.
2 sets of people to get rid of, so I need to get rid of the dancers
there.
as well.
Yo.
Alright. Would you disconnect for me?
Everyone from the
You're
server.
going to disconnect for
It's
me.
for personal reasons.
Yeah.
Sorry, lady, but I'm not going anywhere till I beat this guy.
What if I beat him for you?
Good luck.
You'd still get to see him lose.
All right. You've got a deal. You beat him, and I'll retire for the night.
Yeah.
Got any more helpful tips?
What, aside from you can't... Make sure you don't start your...
So,
Try...
I'll give it a
Yeah, we know that. Okay,
Thanks.
thank you.
No problem.
Right, so I need to drug you somehow, but I don't know how. Alright, let me offer you guys a drink then.
Hi there.
No?
Hi there.
Alright, is there... There's games. Is there some way to turn music off that I haven't spotted? No?
Looks like they're just for decoration, not download.
Oh, okay.
Images of scenes and vistas other people have constructed within the trance. Nowhere near as good as mine, of course.
Alright, barman.
Howdy there, miss. What can I get you?
When he comes... Oh, no, I cannot.
A glass of your finest estrogen, sir.
Getting in touch with your feminine side, missy.
Just what are you implying?
Nothing at all, man.
I'm just making conversation.
You better not be. Ciao.
Alright. can't leave the trance. Not right now. Give me 5 minutes, I expect. And then I will do it. Alright, no. If I leave the trance... I mean, what I want is not to inject
I
that
can't
into
just
you.
stick him with an empty injector. I might give him an embolism.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know how to find... Oh, there's the IV drip.
I can't
Aha!
just yank it out. I have no idea what that'll do to him.
Right, no, that's not what I want to do. What I want to do is I want to take the injector and get some of the IV
Doesn't
myself.
work like that. It's for putting stuff in, not sucking it out.
Oh. Can I mean,
The
I
wetware
assume we
won't
got...
form a connection with it.
Alright, so... No, I can't do
inject that.
I don't want to inject. Can I inject the IV?
Doesn't work like that. It's for putting stuff in, not sucking it out.
Alright, I eat the
Just yank
IV.
it out. I have no idea what that'll do to him. He's enhancing his experience with a side of intravenous drugs. The IV bag says it's epinephrine.
Alright.
There's nothing else in there. Plus, I think I might catch something if I keep touching it.
Alright, yep. Cool. I'm gonna go and talk to the bouncer. Oh. Hi, preacher.
Can I go in?
You got the water going again, so yeah, we got all we need for more.
Yeah, what about this
Who's
preacher?
that man with the beard?
Oh man, I can't catch a break. That guy comes around here yelling about repenting and Jesus. He's scaring away my customers.
Can't you get rid of him?
What am I gonna do? Call Cell? If I leave the door, some thrall's gonna sneak in. Quit
Alright.
hanging around.
Alright, I'm going.
So what I mean, I don't know what's
This
gonna...
city's destruction is at hand.
That street preacher wanders the alley, shouting his message to any who'll heed him. You think that you've probably chosen the wrong target audience in this part of town. Alright, let's talk to you and see if you've got anything going on.
Excuse me?
Turn your head to his light.
Why the
What's
shouting?
with the shouting?
I must call to the unsaved that they may hear.
Okay,
they
cool.
need to know the word of God's
I don't
love.
agree with your message.
It sounds to me
but,
like you're harassing
you know,
them.
okay. So what is
Go
your
on,
message?
what's the message? I'm listening.
The kingdom of heaven is nearly upon us. We must prepare and seek his salvation.
I mean,
Turn
people have been
aside
saying
from
that
this
for ages.
false paradise of yours.
Decades.
The trance?
Think the trance
You
is
don't
here?
like the trance.
It is a false promise of paradise. They will lead you into the belief that it can be achieved without faith in him.
So, you don't like the competition the trance gives religion?
There are claims of those within that it is a new promised land. But it is not but a wretched hive of sin and debauchery.
Oh, come on. You could have at least used the line. Scum and villainy.
I don't like the word thrall, but I guess you could say I spend a lot of time in the trance.
Then it is my mission to save you. I must place you on the path to his salvation.
You're gonna give
I
me
must
something?
show you the way.
Okay, let's say for the sake of argument, I agreed with you. How does someone get on that path?
Hear me, my child. There are 3 stages. His kingdom, then the material, mortal world. Lastly, the mire of the virtual, wherein you are trapped.
So, how do I get out of the virtual?
We must start you outwards, and first give you an anchor in the material. While the virtual may seem to contain all the pleasures of the flesh, we must show you what the material can offer to begin the way up.
Which is?
The book says to use what he has given us, and I have been blessed with powerful barbiturates.
You want to use
Alright,
drugs
okay,
to get me off
fine.
the trance?
The pleasures of the material can rival that of the virtual. Thence, we can lead you to those of the divine.
What church did you say you belong to?
Think of it in terms of replacement therapy. A tried and true method for recovery from addictions. We must wean you away from the sin of the trance.
I don't know, the Bible does have something against drugs.
I'm pretty sure my humanities teacher said that religious people have something against drugs and alcohol.
These are but substances that occur within his creation. He has created the means that I may bring the flock to him.
God created people, right? And people made the trance. So didn't God also make the trance by extension?
That is so, and its existence is such as the world is. But it is its sinful use, its perversion by mankind that leads the young away from him.
Is this a good spot for you?
I pray for the young, springing forth from within the den. With the message, I seek to show them his way.
And a lot of barbiturates?
I use what means I must, and what he reveals to me.
Alright, I want to repent. Give me your
about what you've been
barbiturates.
saying. I definitely want to repent.
Hallelujah, my child. This is a glorious day.
Yes, rejoice.
Are you prepared to begin your spiritual journey?
Yes, praise be, etc.
Very well. But first, a donation is required.
Wait, what?
The means to salvation bear a cost, my child. Narcotics are expensive to come by.
So what you're saying is you're a drug dealer.
Seriously, though, I need those drugs. I mean, I want to repent.
I do not doubt your faith, my child. But we cannot proceed before a donation is made.
Alright, well, I've got the quanta.
Otherwise, we might have every urchin taking advantage of his love.
Bye.
Repent before it is too late.
I've told you I want to repent. The only way I can repent is doing this, right?
Hey, I'd like to make a donation.
That is most
Well,
kind,
I mean, maybe
my
not the
child.
only way.
Allow me
Maybe
to
there are
put
multiple
you on
paths.
the first step away from worldly pain and despair.
Give me your drugs.
Remember where
Wow,
to find
we were so
salvation,
far away.
should you happen to need more. Hellfire awaits the unsaved.
Alright, can I use that on that? You load the cartridge of tranquilizers into the hypodermic needle. Hypodermic injector. Wow. The all about it, the bottle's nozzle connects with a little wriggling. Alright. You should now be barbed up with tranquilizers. Find upon his arm that's definitely a blood vessel rather than a tattoo.
You got the whole dose. This should be interesting.
Yeah, let's trance ourselves in. I wonder how many credits I've got left. I think it should probably tell me here, right? Oh, 555. I don't know if it does. Alright, anyway, grab all. Hey there, buddy.
Hi there.
What's up?
Do I actually need to press buttons to do
Bring
this?
it on.
Apparently I do. Alright, okay. Oh, I'm really not doing that well. Okay, let's go again.
Woohoo!
Oh no! No, I lost!
What was I saying?
One more try.
Let's go.
Bring it on.
Ah.
Woohoo!
Ugh.
Damn.
My reflexes are too slow.
Woohoo!
Way!
It
It only took me 3 games to win.
Well, I'd better.
Because I am
I don't
best.
feel so good.
User disconnected. Domino.
Nothing I couldn't handle.
I don't know what you did, but that was worth sticking around to see.
Yeah,
Deal's
my
a
epic
deal.
level
I'll
gameplay
log
was
on.
worth sticking around
Maybe
to
we'll
see.
spar sometime.
Alright. Alright, now, presumably I have to get rid of all of these people. I'm just going to go downstairs and talk. And see if she says, yeah, there are still people in here. Or not.
I'll get back to ruin
Oh.
Why can't you tell me what's going on?
The server is not until...
Yeah, okay, fine.
I'll get back.
I'm not sure how to do that, though. I mean, there's no spot here for me to dance. Alright. Let's look at the live news feed. Can't hack the news feed to change it for me. So that I can go, hey, look, they lost. That cost me a credit. There's nothing there. If I log out, you've gone, right? Yeah. Okay, there's a deck chair there now.
I'm not getting anywhere near that thing.
What if I look at the terminal now? Okay. Got connections from Russia. Yeah. That should work, right? Are you blocked? Did I initiate the block? Oh,
That's
okay,
the
yeah.
Guess that proves where they were from.
Yeah, we know where they were partying. I just didn't know there was a thing I could click on there. Hey there, we're all done. I am the smartest
How
of
is your
all of us,
progress?
and the best
It's
at that
just you
game that
and
we
me.
played.
Server's empty. We're alone.
Excellent. I feel much safer.
Now
You're
you
going
can
to tell me
safely
what's
kill me.
going on now?
I shall. But first, tell me, why do you enjoy the trance?
I think the idea is potential. It's definitely not the people, unless you're saying getting away from all the people. I think it's the potential of what it can be and what I can do in here for this character.
There's so much that can be done with it. The world we've built for ourselves, where the old laws, even physics, aren't necessary. We've had the net for a century, and we've still barely scratched the surface. I want to shape my future and be a part of something bigger. That's what the trance is for.
I suppose you could say you were born for this?
Oh
feels like
no!
Sometimes.
No!
Mandala, we've been
Oh, I
taking
don't
scans
want
of your
this!
connection. I've
Oh.
never seen a sync ratio as high as yours. The trance is literally where you belong. We need your assistance.
I mean, I half thought it earlier, and I can't remember if I voiced it in a different one or not, but if you are literally a being made, I mean, that is... Oh! Such an overused plotline. You are the one who was created for this, because you were literally created for this.
You need my help? What can I do?
More than you realize, inshallah. The reason you were targeted is linked to your unusual natural affinity with the trance.
They want to kill me because my connection's too fast?
Not directly. It goes deeper than that, to the very structure of your brain. Do you recall what Guy was doing in that cell you shared with him?
Yes. He was holding the doorway open for you.
Yeah, he was your relay, wasn't he? You were connecting to Cell's systems through him?
Precisely. He was a vital part of the operation. But thanks to the psychophage, he is indisposed to us.
Let me guess. You want me to be a relay for you?
With a sync ratio like yours, the bandwidth would be incredible.
Your hackers would be running petabytes through my wiring. But you'd need me to get close, right? To the systems of the people trying to kill me?
Hey guys, it sounds like a very bad idea.
Excuse me if I sound a little skeptical, but you're asking me to walk up to the people trying to kill me? You haven't even given me a good explanation for why they're after me.
I'm sorry, but we don't know a great deal more than you. We need your assistance. Your unique talent with the trance makes you valuable. They hunt you because of it. Turn it against them.
So, this'll help you discover their plans? Fine. What do you need me to do?
Shukran, Mandala. Justice shall be done. They operate from an old aerostat terminal, Xanadu airframe. Head there. We will remain in contact.
You have...
Great, we're walking.
And now, we must crash the server. Good luck, Mandala.
Alright, the trance environment has become unstable and must be terminated. If the error reappears, please contact your sysadmin. You promised me answers and things, and instead, what you gave me was a new task. You recruited me and gave me a task. And I did all of that for you. Setting us, making sure that nobody was around to seeing you recruit me. That's not what I wanted out of this deal. I wanted answers. So, I did all of that for you so that you could prove that you still needed me. Ugh, frustrating. End of chapter? Yeah, we're looking at the beginnings again.
Dr. Regis? Hey, Dr. Regis.
Oh. Sorry, Nina. I'm just not used to that name yet.
Congratulations, by the way. Isn't it kind of old-fashioned, though, taking his name?
It was a nice idea.
I think it's romantic.
Not a
That's
giant
not what I
leap
said.
backwards?
He lost his family in the war. Now we're starting a new one. I thought it might help give him some continuity.
Speaking of which, you guys planning on having kids?
I mean, we froze an embryo, so yes.
Eventually, yes. We're speaking to a specialist.
Oh, right. Hot zone. Who'd have thought living in a hazard region would be such a drag?
It's not just Charlie. My work with the inspectors wasn't good for me either.
Going for the test tube baby option, then.
It'll be a whole lot easier to screen for anything we might pass down.
With Charlie's background, I'm surprised he's not growing them himself. And again, they might go bang if he did it.
How?
Too far?
Yes.
I'll just get back to the decompiling.
Alright, so what's the microscope? Optical microscope, same thing it said before.
Looks like the engineered nerve tissue is as robust as we'd hoped. Self-maintenance. That's the big benefit of organic hardware.
Oh. Are you scanning his brain with the MRI? I'm always careful to talk to Ji-Young's sense of humor. Charlie's been through an awful lot since he left his home country. You got anything else to say to me?
Get back to the decompiling.
Good. I'm glad you are still, upset at what you said. Over the past few weeks, you've gotten to know Dr. Chigwa very well. You can understand why some might find it a little abrasive, but it's nice to work with someone so practical. Wait, so it's only been a few weeks that you've been working together? And now you are married to Charlie. That was very fast. I mean, I don't think the two of you were even dating before this point, where you were together.
Can it wait? I'm in the middle of dissecting Dr. Vargas's brain. With the fMRI scanner, of course. Can it wait? I'm in the middle of dissecting Dr. Vargas's brain. With the fMRI scanner, of course.
What the hell is up with that word? Scanner. Alright. Dr. Vargas is apparently the one having his brain activity mapped today. It's your turn next week.
Dr. Vargas?
In here, my dear.
What are you doing?
Roadman 9 and 46.
Dr. Chigwa is mapping my brain activity. In many ways, our project will share more in common with us than other computer platforms.
Intermittent rostrocaudal axis patterns. Tell me, what do you think would be the best manner to train such an AI?
Naturally, because I think it will be able to do it quickly anyway. Oh, it's Mandala! I mean, we suspect the Mandala is one of the things created by this project, or at least that is what I suspect. If she is the first stage, that can't be right, because Dr. Vargas is in the future. We have seen him. I don't know.
Naturally,
I need to know more.
It can handle abstractions better than conventional AI. Plus, we have millennia of experience and tradition when it comes to education.
I somewhat agree with you. Do you hear that, Gwen?
Mm-hmm.
Though Dr. Chigwa agrees that conventional programming is impossible, she is considering the possibility of imprinting existing mind states within the platform.
Quick for the AI, but utilizing a person's natural experience?
Though it may not be my philosophical ideal, it is an intriguing experiment. It is good to be working with you again, Dr. Pereira. I mean, Dr. Regis. Congratulations again on the wedding.
It's been too long. This was quite tempting. I didn't think you'd want me. It's been too long since we worked together, but not since the beginning of this project. It was very tempting. The ideas and what you were trying to do intrigued this doctor that I am.
When you mentioned the opening on this project, I couldn't resist.
You do not know how much I hoped I'd get you for it.
It's the right kind of thing at the right time. Sure, fieldwork was great, but sometimes...
There's nowhere quite like a decent laboratory. I understand, my dear.
And this project, it's like nothing else I've ever worked on before. It's groundbreaking, the next big step in artificial intelligence.
You found quite a team. I'm not going to thank you for recruiting Charlie, because I think that conveys the right message.
We've gathered quite an unconventional team for this project.
That's not what I said.
That is a very tactful way of putting it. I wished for experts who might have a different perspective on matters.
Smart. Otherwise, the AI we built would be just like any other.
I am afraid that we have hit an obstacle. Though we have a solid theoretical groundwork, we cannot proceed.
Why not? We've built a gene map for the organic processors. Get Charlie or Dr. Chigwa to run it through a flash clone.
Alas, that is where our problem lies. Our plans depend upon the development of neural tissue. The flash clones develop with none, for legal and ethical reasons.
Yeah, petition the council for us to do a one-time experiment to do this. Not saying run it illegally or create an experimental clone who will live through the city and have incredible bandwidth potential and sync up with the AI and the trance.
The City Council must have expected something like this eventually. We can petition for a special exception. They'll provide live embryos for research.
Certainly possible, though too lengthy. By the time approval has been granted, the project will have exceeded its deadline.
Oh God, don't say we have an option.
Dr. Baxter has a reliable simulation of the AI running in situ. Surely he can pattern it out onto a larger system.
Isn't that
While
situ?
the platform will run magnificently in an organic framework, trying to emulate it in a simulation has tremendous processing costs. Unless we can finalize the production of an organic matrix, we will fail.
Oh God. This is why you wanted me on the project. It wasn't for my expertise, or it wasn't for my expertise alone.
There might be another option. Nina gave me the idea. We need normal embryos to engineer, not the flash clones, right?
That is our problem. The Council will not be able to provide them quickly enough.
Well, Charlie and I have been trying for kids. As a result, we have several fertilized embryos frozen.
Viksha, I hope you are saying what I think.
Oh, I hope you're not.
Perhaps donate.
You do not know what this could mean to us. You have saved us.
Charlie never knew.
You may yet be the surrogate mother of the central AI.
Whoa, big spike in activity there.
You think Charlie will be okay with that?
Hey, he spent years modifying embryos himself. I'm sure he'll be all right.
Flash drive. We completed a chapter. Woo! It only took me an hour and a bit. An hour 10? No, an hour 40, sorry.
You got in?
Yeah. Now to find out who our mysterious benefactor is.
Good luck. I'll keep the car moving. Hopefully, Central won't start asking too many questions.
Copy that. Regis out.
Are you Dr. Regis?
Yes. You must be the welcoming committee.
They're waiting for you upstairs. Hold on. Gotta search you first.
Last chance. I'm here to shoot people.
Like hell you will.
My instructions were quite specific, sir.
Oh, and I think I've got
goes up these stairs while armed.
Stop being childish, Charlie. It's the only way I could get them to trust you.
Fine.
Oh, well. If you're going to force me into things.
Once LSU charge pistol, it will be kept safely for you until business is concluded.
Gee, thanks.
You may proceed upstairs.
Oh, Lord. Nina? You're the one I've been talking to?
You made it at last, Charlie. How are you?
Bad. Bad.
If I'd known it was you in my head, I'd never have agreed to come.
Now, Charlie, that's not fair. Let's put the past behind us. What happened to Vicky affected us all.
You've got some nerve. If you think...
In fact, the reason I've invited you is to help fix mistakes arising from the project.
What do you mean?
Allow me to introduce everyone here. Councilman Dean.
Good evening, Dr. Regis.
Ran Schumann.
You don't look like much.
Imogen Natalia Revilla Quintanilla de Flores.
Charmed, I'm sure.
And I believe you've already spoken to Mr. Stepford here.
Oh my, yes.
All of us are here because of a common cause. The removal of Central.
What? I mean, you can't just...
It's a difficult proposition, and we need the help of someone like yourself. In exchange, we have the means to assist you with your personal crisis.
You've always dreamed big, haven't you, Nina?
We know exactly where your offspring are. Don't dismiss us outright. We can help each other, Charlie. Listen to what we have to say.
Alright, well, first of all, let's see what I've got.
The CI mind-splitting program that Liam Stepford cross-loaded to my Traveler. Its job is to break the mind states of CI units down to personality, role, and platform memory units.
I forgot about that. Okay, and then we've got a Traveler. Let's have a look. Open the case files. No, that's the mind-jacking case file we all know about. What's the news? Sao Paulo plans for coordinator AI. Following the example of a growing number of cities such as London, New York, Newton, and Tokyo, the Brazilian state of Sao Paulo has announced its intention to acquire an AI coordinator to aid in urban, manufacture, and civic infrastructure. While research and investigation is expected to last for several years, the city has entered into talks with a number of potential providers of such a system. Tatsumoto Heavy Engineering, THE, are providing a strong case, having set up coordinator systems for many North American and Asian cities, though have been plagued by rumors of secretly modifying the systems post-installation for their own benefit. Sao Paulo have also approached the city of Newton's government with the possibility of acquiring its own variant of the successful Central system, touted to be responsible for the record low crime rate in the city of its size. Newton system administrators Dr. Edward Vargas feels that though Central has had great success within our city, it may be time before it is comfortable with operations overseas. Oh, it may be some time before it is comfortable with operations overseas. So you're holding it back. Alright, what's the sport? Kabaddi? Match in progress. Same weather, and holidays in space. Race for large-scale economic administrator AIs is booming. Oh, that's the caption on the photo. Alright. Anything else in the Traveller? Call Central. Call Contact. And that has gone away again. Alright. Waiter, question mark. Could that be... what's his face? Here to kill everybody. Seems likely. Yeah, the uniform appearance serves to hide their intimidating nature. Same thing. Some people would describe her appearance as professionally designed. Even a suspicion Lao would call it over-engineered. Ran Xiaoman reminds you of a textbook example of the business oligarchs. The kind that ran your own homeland into the ground for their own gain before fleeing to various tax havens when the war broke out. Stanford's appearance screams Uncanny Valley to you. Maybe it's the eyes. No, it's his whole manner, and indeed the way he's holding himself right now. You want to be able to suspect everyone equally, but every time you look at Dean, his warm demeanour starts to soften you. It must be the trick to politics. Nina weighs her age well. Like a statement of fashion, apparently the last 20 years have been better to her than yourself. And the waiter walks unsteadily, like every step puts him in a great deal of pain. You'd have thought that someone carrying trays would need a great deal more coordination. Well, that's because he's got a split brain, and the guy is in charge. Alright? The murdering half of the brain is still there. Might be presumptuous to be the first to sit down for dinner. No! Screw that, they invited me here. Well, let's talk to everybody except Nina first of all. We'll start with Councilman Dean.
Dr. Regis, how can I help?
What's your part in this?
I'm surprised to see a city councilor in a conspiracy like this.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, Dr.
What's
Regis.
wrong with Central?
I guess you've been facilitating things for the plot.
Much as it pains me to misuse my position, that is the case. I've been able to expedite import permits for equipment necessary to Dr. Zhong's plans.
And Central hasn't noticed?
In my role, I'm given considerably more privacy than the average civil servant. No offense, Doctor.
None taken. I just cover the camera in my office with paste.
You know, same things. I am very suspicious, that is true. Also, I think I'm very right, but hey. So what do you get out of this?
So, I understand what you're doing for it, but why? How does someone in government decide that Central needs removing?
I've read your bio, Dr. Regis. I know that you have no great love for Central.
That's
but
beside the point, that's not what I asked.
I believe it has become a threat to our democratic society.
A threat? How so?
Over the course of its 20 years of operation, Central has begun to develop opinions. For an individual to have done so is natural. For an AI, it is impressive. But in its position, coordinating the actions of government, it poses a risk.
Wouldn't someone notice? Call it out?
There isn't enough to address as yet. It's clever. It's designed to carry out the policies of the Council, and it cannot fail to do so. But it can drag its metaphorical feet, badly implement plans it disagrees with.
You've seen it do this.
I've had suspicions. Dr. Zhong's research confirms the extent to which Central is developing its own conscience. I believe that you yourself recently had a disagreement with it over its handling of a crisis. Another bombing. Central has done well, but there exist many other options today that are equally valid. We need a system that will effectively manage the city and carry out its instructions, not one that cherry-picks what policies it believes appropriate.
All right. You know, gathered in this room, I'm still reminded that there was a hit squad sent after me, but that wasn't sent by Central. Or supposedly wasn't sent by Central. I mean, you guys could send the hit squad after me, and at the same time help me escape and evade them. I'm not sure what other actor, apart from you guys and Central, would be able to send a hit squad after me like that. Alright, Nina. Oh, sorry, alright, Dean. Tell me what you think about Nina.
How did you get on board with Nina?
I and others in the Cosmopolitan Party have suspected changes in Central's behavior. We sought the assistance of one of its original creators.
Obviously not Vargas. He loves that thing.
Indeed. Her research confirmed that, thanks to the scale of its operations, Central has been able to form its own opinion on the ideal state of affairs, regardless of the democratic consensus.
So when she said that she would remove Central...
It was a difficult decision, but we had to take it. Central's replacement will carry out its role more appropriately.
And Nina will get to continue her research on Central. Why haven't you simply raised this in the council?
Can you imagine what that would mean? Political suicide. Not just for myself, but it would undermine confidence in Newton's world-leading AI industries.
So you're not doing it to stop yourself from losing a job. You're doing it to save everybody from losing a job. How magnanimous of you. Alright, what about Gil?
Did you know Gil Vanderwall?
Indeed I did. He was a big donor in politics all over Africa.
And you knew about what he did? His criminal connections?
I'm the one who introduced him to the group. I'm also aware that he introduced the Mindjacker you're after to his current employer.
You know about that?
You will need our help to find him, and we need your help to stop him, and Central.
You're on the city council, aren't you?
Indeed I am, Dr. Regis. Rep for the Southwest Ward and co-chair of the Cosmopolitan Party.
I remember when you got elected. They called you Mr. Incorruptible. I never got that.
That's because of the device in my head, Dr. Regis.
Alright, I didn't vote for you.
Just to let you know, I voted for the other guy.
Oh, well, that's your prerogative. Any concerns I might be able to address for next time?
I guess I've always voted Metro, since I lived here.
Ah, inertia. Something difficult to overcome. Give our site a read. You might find you agree with us more than you think.
Alright, tell me about that device in your head. How does it make you incorruptible?
What is that in your head, Counselor?
Why, it's a neural governor, Dr. Regis.
Oh.
As in, what paroled felons are fitted with?
Similar. While most of those are designed to limit violent behavior, mine prevents me from lying. Thoughts of deceit are met with tremendous pain.
Were you inside?
Oh my no. This was a voluntary choice. After all, most governors are subdermal. I wanted my constituents to see it as a sign of my integrity.
I knew someone with one.
Dr. Baxter. I recall reading about his release last month.
I thought it must have malfunctioned, that he was out for revenge. Turns out he's just dead. It's like someone just inherited his hatred. Yep. I'll get back to you, Counselor.
Mindjacker.
Anything I can do to help, Dr. Regis?
I mean, that is an interesting idea. Anybody who wants to go into politics must be fitted with one of these so that they cannot lie. That is... such an interesting idea. I mean, it takes away personal freedoms, but if you're meant to be serving the state in that capacity, I don't know if it is for the greater good. Or not. I don't want to talk to you, Stepford. I haven't seen you, Rancho Man.
Mr. Ron.
What you want?
Sorry, not Ran. So, what's your part in this big old conspiracy that we're talking about here?
What's your part in this conspiracy?
Dr. John wants to capture biggest AI in the world. It's going to take enormous memory and processor.
And you're going to furnish her with these?
With all the capital she need. Money, guns, labor.
Why would you do that?
It sounds like you're on board with her plan. What do you get out of it?
Newton is lousy place to do business, Regis.
You reckon it's Central's fault?
Central watches too close.
You can't bribe anyone, you mean?
Exactly. Can't make things work.
Sometimes it's nice not to have a government driven by the wealthy.
We will control New Central. It's
Wow.
a great opportunity for us.
You're not selling me on this, Ron. I am reasonably glad they took away the gun. Otherwise I might get shot. Alright, tell me what you think about Nina.
What do you think of Dr. Jong?
And her plans?
She's very clever. She knows what she's doing.
I worked with her in the past. I guarantee the only ones she's looking out for are her and her plans.
So, that's how to get ahead. cooperation happened when we want same thing. I want Central gone. She wants Central gone.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
What about Gil?
Did you know Gil Vanderwall?
Sure, everyone here know Gil. We work together. He have connections everywhere.
He was a middleman for criminals.
Exactly. Any specialist he could find. Even mindjackers, Dr. Regis.
Stop hinting around my previous case. Alright? That's just not good.
What do you know about Gil's links to the mindjacker?
Vanderwall set people up with specialist talent, famous for it. In this case, a third party needed a mindjacker. He fixed that up for them, got the best.
But eventually, he discovered something that made him regret introducing them?
He found what the client's plans were in the long run. If they succeed, our plan to remove Central will fail.
So he tried to stop the mindjacker.
Exactly. Took the memory module he was using to store minds of his targets.
And it cost him his life.
Pity he's working against us. Good mindjackers are hard to find.
Who hired the mindjacker from Vanderwall?
Like everything else, information is not free, Regis.
I mean, I could beat it out of you. Would that help? The mindjacker? Oh. Was it the mindjacker who was destroying my embryos? I think so. I'm not... I, Richard, believe this, but I don't know if Charlie knows this or not. Alright, well, tell me about your background.
You're one of the richest men in Greater Han, aren't you?
Damn straight.
What are you doing here?
I like this restaurant. I suggested.
No, I mean, why in person? At this meeting?
That is how we always do it. Cannot trust anyone else. Other people stupid. If too many people know, then Central will find out.
What sort of business do you run?
Some of everything. Factory, guns, biochem, industry farming.
A hands-on manager there too?
Hell no. Give that job to cousins. You ever see Han? Is lousy country. Everything poisoned. Sky is black.
Maybe it's all those factories you're running. I'll get back to you.
Stop wasting my time.
Oh, there's a cooler at the back. A cellar lined with wine bottles stands by the window. Can I go over there and get a drink? I could do with one. Cabinet is locked. Likely to prevent guests simply helping themselves. Boo! Boo! Oh, I guess I'm in a restaurant rather than somebody's private apartment. Okay, I can see. Not boo. Not boo. Sorry, I understand economics. Alright, Imogen. Imogen of the long name. Tell me things.
Good evening, Miss...
Dame Imogen Natalia Revilla Quintanilla de Flores.
Yeah, that.
You may call me Imogen, darling.
Thank you. Alright, so what are you doing here? You can't be supplying the money. What are you supplying?
If you don't mind my saying, you don't look like any conspirator I've ever seen before.
Thank you, darling. It's my own unique style.
I'm sure Nina's got a use for everyone here. What part are you playing in her plan?
All we ever do in life is play a role, Dr. Regis. I promised I would assist her when she required. And thus, here I am.
Not as heavy muscle, I guess.
I am very good at networking, Dr. Regis. I taught her everything she knows about it. I lend credibility to her mission with my very presence.
And what do you get out of it? Is it just the thrill?
I could understand why some people would want Central removed. The kinds of folks who see it as an obstacle to their work. But what good would it do a celebrity like yourself?
You think in such cynical terms, Dr. Regis. It benefits me because it benefits dear Nina.
You're doing this out of altruism?
Is that so surprising, Dr. Regis?
Very.
Frankly, it is.
Alright, tell me about your relationship with Nina.
Do you know Dr. Jong?
Of course, darling.
You
know
go back
everybody.
a long way?
One might say that. We were lovers, Dr. Regis.
Oh,
My, they said you came from backwards parts, but I hadn't quite expected a display like this.
Forgive me, Miss Flores. I just find it hard to picture Dr. Zhang loving anything.
We were close. Close enough that I came to her aid now that she needs it.
That might be a very foolish reason to do a thing. Especially something as big as this, when you don't believe in the cause.
You knew Gil Vanderwall as well?
Only within this gathering. I had no use for his services in talent acquisition.
You mean facilitating criminal skills with buyers.
Indeed, his history in the underworld sounded so thrilling. But personally, he was so dull. Everything was business to him. That husband of his, on the other hand.
Alright. Tell me about your background. Given that you're some kind of celebrity, I'm sure I could just Google it, but, you know...
So I hear you're a celebrity?
Oh, Dr. Regis, such an understatement.
You'll have to forgive me, Miss Flores. I'm not big on pop culture.
How refreshing. It's such a shame what the net's doing to the young of today. Though if it wasn't, I wouldn't have nearly the profile I do.
So, what do you do exactly?
I come from a wide background of European nobility. But I can do anything that's asked of me, my dear. Music, talent contests, endorsements.
So essentially, you're famous for being famous?
Precisely, though much of the work is so tiresome, darling. I delegate a great deal to simulations, lookalikes, and synthetics.
That's all for now, Miss Flores.
Please, darling, just Imogen.
Also, hey, waiter. Oh no, have I triggered something? Ugh.
Hey, you alright?
He stares at you and you feel a strange mix of fear and contempt within his glare. You realize to your horror that you've seen those eyes before, only a few days earlier. Oh well, fuck.
Everyone, take cover!
Oh well. Skipped out on learning some things. Oh, Imogen's dead. The bodyguard.
It's a trap! You try to kill us! Guards!
Shut up, Ron. You're still alive, aren't you?
It appears that poor Imogen is the only one injured.
She's not injured. Look at those dead pixel eyes.
I'm sorry. She's dead.
I knew it! You tried to kill me! All of you!
Calm down, Ron. You don't know who was behind this.
Actually, he has a point. All those who knew about this meeting are in this room.
Except, of course, for Charlie.
He only joined us at the last moment. Dr. Regis, will you lend us your skill as an investigator?
Yeah, you find who tried to kill me!
Do this for us, Charlie, and we'll give you everything. We can tell you who has your kids and exactly where he is.
Fine. Just remember, I'm not doing this for your sake. Someone here almost killed me as well.
Well, I didn't get to talk to the rest of you about this conspiracy. New case open, attempted murder ×5. Why am I opening? Alright, and I need to find evidence against them. Evidence not found. Alright, okay. I mean, this is... Alright. Let's look at Imogen first of all. Boss has apparently spared her expensively engineered beauty, but not her life. I wonder if this detail might have been some sort of comfort to her. You can't find anything on her body that isn't an item of fashion. Interesting. Alright. Can I open the cooler now? Nope. That is a shame. Alright. So, I mean... Am I just going to get to the bottom of this by talking to people, rather than investigating the scene? I guess I don't know anything about it, but what about you? I wonder if this counts as a corpse. Being a machine, he wasn't technically alive to begin with. Oh, hold on a second. It's not 5 counts of attempted murder. It's... Well, yes, it is. It's 5 counts of attempted murder and 1 count of murder. Right? Mindjacking. Oh, it's only telling me that. Alright, fine. Obviously, I'm not going to log it with Central. But, you know. Alright, body. What have you got to tell me?
Nothing on it I can use. I'm not exactly equipped to repair synthetics.
That's not... Alright. Let's tell Lau what's going on.
Lau, you there?
Regis, I heard a blast. Is everything alright?
A bomber. Someone targeted this get-together.
Want me to call it in? Maybe now is when we should get Central involved.
No. I've got it covered for the time being. If Central asks, you know nothing.
Got it.
There was a bomber there. Yes, indeed. And it was exactly the person I suspected. Alright, Stepford.
Mr. Stepford, can I have a moment?
Oh my, yes.
Oh my god. You are annoying. Alright, tell me about Gil.
Your connection to Gil. It was more than synth salesman, wasn't it?
Oh my, yes. Very astute, Dr. Regis.
Are you a synth?
Gil was a key part of our group.
Huh. A co-conspirator.
Oh yes, and our link to the criminal underworld, where necessary. I was most disturbed to receive your call regarding his demise. It signaled to us that immediate action was required.
You had to step up your plan before things went any further south.
Oh my, yes.
What about Nina?
How did you fall in with someone
Indeed.
like Nina Zhang?
Offensive
Dr.
stereotype.
Zhang has been freelancing with our firm for a number of years. Her work in AI has proven invaluable to increased platform survivability.
Working in mental health for synthetics?
Oh my, yes. She has a number of unique theories of synthetic cognitive development. When she proposed this project to the leadership of the firm,
she'd wormed her way up the power structure to whisper in management's ear.
Dr. Regis, that's a shameful way of putting it. Though she certainly has a talent for networking. She has brought together a multitude of skills needed for this role.
Well, what about your background, sir?
You're not just a synthetic salesman, are you?
Oh my, no. Not this particular platform, certainly.
How do you mean?
Well, I'm not the only instance of the Sons of Stepford. There are currently 26 platforms running this personality.
There's more than one of you?
Alphabetically ordered, delegated to different roles within the firm. I, Liam, handle special tasks. Oh my, yes. But we all run the same personality.
Huh. Synthetics.
Oh my, yes. Why did you not pick that up
You're
earlier?
Synthetic.
Quite so, Dr. Regis.
I should have guessed. There's something not quite right. I think it's the eyes.
A specially built feature of the Sons of Stepford. Oh my, yes. Much of my composition, however, is state-of-the-art.
A walking advertisement.
I illustrate the potential for what one can do with a synthetic, Dr. Regis. Many customers have been swayed by the demonstration.
I suppose you are a walking advertisement. I never really thought of it that way before. I mean, in the same way that people who have had plastic surgery must be walking advertisements for their surgeons. Alright, what's your part in the conspiracy exactly?
So, you want to bring down Central?
Oh my, yes, as does everyone here. Though for differing reasons.
What does a synth manufacturer have against Newton's city controller?
A stake in that which follows, oh yes. If Dr. Zhang was simply to remove Central, there would be chaos.
The city's central infrastructure would break down.
Precisely. Therefore, a replacement would be needed.
So you want to be one of the people to help replace it?
You want to replace Central with a new AI? With what?
The new version is simply a retooled model of an existing system.
Your own.
Oh my, no. It's built from a commercial Archimedes model as used in Eurofed cities.
It'll do the job?
Oh my, yes, as well as any civic management AI in Europe. But thanks to Stepford's personality matrix engineering, it shall act and speak just as its predecessor, Central.
With you holding its leash.
Every system needs fine-tuning, Dr. Regis.
Won't services suffer? I know Central. It's orders of magnitude more powerful than an Archimedes.
All unnecessary for its role, Dr. Regis. Our Archimedes in Central's clothing will perform as needed, oh yes.
So, I'm not getting why I'm throwing my lot in with these people. I don't like Central. I helped make it, but that doesn't mean I think it needs to be overthrown. And I've not got that impression from Charlie. that he thinks it either. Alright, let's
my
investigate.
Investigation of the bombing.
Oh my, yes? I can assure you I had no part in this terrible tragedy.
I hear that a lot.
In fact, my core programming prevents me from harming a human being.
Huh, a synthetic. I guess you'd be the only one leaving lubricant oil instead of DNA evidence.
Oh my, no, Dr. Regis. My outer dermis is organic tissue. It's top of the line, patterned from my creator, Dr. Arthur Stepford.
Huh. I've been learning a lot about synths these past few days. So, you have DNA?
Indeed, it's delightful skin, don't you think?
Sure.
I go to great pains to keep it moisturized.
I mean, we don't have to do anything. Well, that is not true. I mean, there is a lot of stuff that you can survive by not doing anything to your skin. But covering a machine in skin? How would you regulate its temperature and make sure it didn't just continually rot?
Could the guards have arranged the bombing? They're obviously synthetics, but I imagine they're more comfortable with hurting people.
They would not be worth much as protection otherwise, oh my no. But each security platform maintains a constant connection to my own systems. Their degree of independence is limited.
So if one of them were responsible, I'd have to consider you complicit.
Oh my, yes.
Were you aware that this establishment serves human meat?
Oh my, yes. It's delightfully macabre, isn't it? I'm sure the experience would be enhanced by being able to eat, of course.
You don't eat?
Some models can simulate digestion, but this platform is unable to. Go on, Dr. Regis. Try something for me.
I'll pass. I'll get back to you.
Oh my, yes.
I don't know how Dr. Regis knew that this place served human meat. Did I miss something somewhere else? Huh? Alright, well, you reacted very quickly to put the thing down. So,
Dr.
what's
Regis,
going on?
How can I help?
I've begun my investigation into the bombing.
If anyone can resolve this,
just going to go around and tell everybody I've begun the
vote of
investigation.
confidence, Counselor. I don't know how much closer I am to figuring out who's behind it, though.
Because of the pool of suspects, it might be better to think about exclusion. Perhaps you can find evidence to rule out those not involved.
I'll get back to you, Counselor.
Anything I can do to help, Dr. Regis?
Alright, you've got nothing to say. Can I go down to I can. Awesome. Hello. Guy keeps watch at the bottom of the stairs.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Status update.
What's the situation?
Perimeter secure. Guest behavior within tolerable parameters.
I guess that's one way of putting it.
Are you okay?
You all right? That was quite a blast.
Synthetic.
Systems operating at 97%.
I see. You synthetics give me the creeps, you know that?
Then why did you...
Guess we're not easily riled up.
Alright. Did you see anything?
Did you see the bomber when he came in?
Negative. His appearance was a match for a member of the serving staff.
And you call yourself a bodyguard?
It is likely that the suspect prepared this operation in advance. Yes. To achieve this, he would have to supplant a member of staff before our arrival.
Question is, where did he hide the waiter he replaced?
In the bathroom.
Keep up the good work.
Alright, what about... No, not that. I want to look at... No, those. Alright. Oh, fish tank. An aquarium, now cracked open from the blast. Oh, several luminous fish orbit each other, reminding you one of your training projects when training as an engineer. Label sits beneath the tank. Please do not touch the glass. These specimens are aggressive and startle easily. These fish are not a menu item. If it is cracked open, then how are the fish?
Ow! Hey!
Attempt to grab one of the fish with your bare hands was unsuccessful. Apparently the creatures have a taste for your flesh and have tooth marks to prove it. Well, I wasn't trying to grab it. Okay. Yeah, and I've got no... I don't know why I would want to grab the hands. Error? How can a mirror have an error?
Apparently this mirror is having a software error. Before I came to Newton, that sentence wouldn't have made any sense to me.
I guess this is so that you don't have to do all the processing to show what my character is doing.
Apparently this mirror is having...
Sink. Hygiene is important, especially around food. Yeah, but this is a toilet. Oh, I can't use that. But what's in the cabinet? Small cabinet, no doubt for storing cleaning supplies when not in use. This is probably the sort of place that does it by hand. Alright, so what's in there?
There's the remains of a first aid kit in here. Someone's used all of the med patches and pseudoderm spray. Must have had an injury. The only item left is a bottle of harsh-smelling toilet cleaner.
Okay, so I've got some toilet cleaner.
A powerful combination of bleach, enzymes, and antimicrobial wetware designed to kill bacteria in plumbing. It makes a lot of scientific-sounding claims on the label. Smells vaguely of lemon before the aftertaste of chlorine hits.
What have we got going on in the toilets? Picked up tissue paper. Alright, let's wash our hands as well. I can't dry them over here, which is what presumably that is. A clean piece of tissue taken from the bathroom. They feel soft and expensive, leading you to wonder if perhaps it was grown from a real plant rather than recycled. That one sounded blocked. Alright, okay. Well, wash my hands again anyway. Oh, look. I've just noticed that the vent is slightly off. Cool. This vent is covering the air ducts. Its crooked placement is uniquely jarring amongst the otherwise ordered bathroom. What's this up here? Oh, that's nothing. Okay. Let's find a dead body.
It's already been opened.
This is how they got in. Darkness.
I can't see a damn thing in here.
Do I have... No, I don't. Oh, I suppose... No, I can't make that. You feel around the musty blackness but can't identify anything. Vent cover.
It feels like the cover to the outside vent, but I can't see a thing.
Alright, well I have to find some sort of light. You briefly contemplate making an escape through the roof access, but you'd lose your best lead. Someone popped the vent open. Maybe this is how the bomber entered. Makes sense. That is probably the body. I need a light from somewhere. Alright, let's go in the kitchen. Let's see if we can get a light from inside. Oh no, that is where you would have disposed of the body. Oh. God, you seem to have appeared menacing alert. This one is slumped over forwards. Ooh.
Hello? Huh. It's like someone just hit his off switch.
Well, hit his on switch then.
Huh.
What about you, chef? His precision tools and hygiene mines is almost unclear whether he's a surgeon or a chef. I want to talk to you.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I'm Dr. Regis. Nina's asked me to investigate the explosion.
A cell agent? Well, alright. Just be careful what you touch. This place is half kitchen, half lab.
So, tell me about the bodies.
There are human bodies in your kitchen.
Yes, there are. It's a freezer. What are you, the food inspector?
Give me a good reason I shouldn't haul your ass down to cell.
It's all legal, I guarantee. They're annual clones, grown without brain tissue.
I know what it means. I guess the presentation was a shock.
So,
why is this restaurant serving cloned human tissue?
I trained in engineering at Darwin. We flash grow human bodies to test DNA alterations.
The rich will do it.
So I guess human tissue is what I'm most familiar with.
In that world, why not? Alright, if you're a gengineer, did you gengineer the bomber?
You're a gengineer.
Well, I dropped out before my PhD. I learned enough to sample DNA and use it to grow flash clones.
No kidding. My background's in gengineering as well. You altered these bodies?
None of these. They're all template. Caucasian, male, 20s, brown hair.
There was a blonde-haired person in the background when I came in.
This is quite the setup you've got. Combined sampler growth chamber?
That's right. We usually use the template. Sometimes get specialist orders, though.
Like if someone wants to eat themselves?
Sometimes. We can ready up a new cadaver in about a week with it.
I can't access cell at the moment. I might need to use your equipment.
Do you have to? You know you'd have to flush the current growth.
Sorry about that. Tell you what, Nina will reimburse you.
Well, okay.
Why would I need to use this stuff? Oh.
Going from gengineering to catering, that's quite a switch.
Most of my family are cooks. They run a restaurant in Vietnam. When I was at med school, someone found out about my family, dared me to make something out of human muscle tissue.
And?
And it turned out my human bolognese was really, really good. Not just being modest or anything.
You said you dropped out. Is that why?
Yeah. Turns out the Academy had regulations about improper disposal of remains. But now I had an idea, and I knew there'd be a market for it somewhere. My family are great chefs, and I can make human bodies. Bingo.
Alright, tell me about the glowing fish. Alright, man. You have fun. I'll see you the next time. This is a limited time offer.
I like the glowing fish in the tank you've got.
Thanks. I made those myself. They were my first gengineering project.
Luciferin luciferase from fireflies?
Well spotted. I imported the sequence into red snappers and kept them viable. 10 generations now.
A lot of academies use those as a starter project, but that's impressive.
We keep them as a reminder of where we came from, or in case the power goes out.
Yeah, I had that idea. Thanks. Alright.
Thanks.
Whatever I can do to help.
You see, no, oh, alright, come on, give us the blonde again. There we go.
Hey, stop the carousel.
What's wrong?
This one is blonde.
These bodies are supposed to be clones, right? So why is this one blonde?
Oh God, Henry, what happened to him?
He's taken a nasty blow to the head. Looks like it's the hypothermia that's finished him, though.
Oh, Nuke. Why'd they leave him in the freezer?
Best place to hide a tree is a forest. Best place to hide a body is with a whole lot of other bodies.
Why Henry? He was such a nice boy.
Same hair color as the bomber. Whoever's behind this took his uniform for the bomber's disguise.
Somebody would have seen him being dragged across the restaurant.
He must have been killed in here. I'll find who's behind this.
Yeah, there's blood stain down there. There's the activated guard. Well, I think I'm also going to stop here. I mean, I realise I haven't done as much as I would usually do. I'm like 10 minutes shy or something, but I am not feeling that I have enough brain power to do this entire investigation right now. As I said, as I think I said at the beginning, anyway, lousy night's sleep again because of the heat that we've been having here. So, yeah, I'm not feeling up to this right now. Alas. I am intrigued by it, I must say, and, you know, investigation is exactly my bag, baby. My jam, or whatever else you want to say. So, yeah, I am interested in it. But I'd prefer to be more awake and more appreciative of it in order to do this. So let's get a save here. And then let's say thank you all so very much for being here. For spending some of your limited time here watching me fumble through games like this. Whether on the VOD or live and in person right now. I do appreciate each and every one of you. But until the next time, I have been Richard, and this has been LMTDTMFFR, or, say it with me now, limited time offer no vowels. And you all have fun now.